Shabbat Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. All the praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Waha, Racha, Kwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule and teach Yasha Allah well through the Spirit, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and citations goes out to the Akim, pushing this 100% truth the world over, in sincerity and in all honesty. Adon Ratazah, which just means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And this is why we keep telling you over and over and over again to not eat the blasted pig. Stay away from the pork. It is not meant for human consumption whatsoever. Alright? It's nothing but a garbage disposal for the earth. It cleans the land. For crying out loud. And this is what we keep telling our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, as well as you Israelites, who are scattered among these other nations that may look like these other nations, right? You Israelite foreigner, speckled bird, all right? We keep warning you over and over again to stay away from the pork, okay? But you're hard-headed, so stiff-necked, all right, that it's just not getting through to you. So this is an article, as you can see, from people.com. Alright, this was published on March the 11th, 2024, so it's a recent article. And you can see the headline. Worm eggs found in man's brain after he complained of migraines, and undercooked bacon is to blame. Undercooked bacon is to blame. So not only are you supposed to be avoiding eating pig at all costs, this person had it undercooked, which makes it even worse. Alright, I'm not sure if this is, an Israelite individual, or if this person is a heathen. Alright, but it should serve as a warning for our people. Alright, again, to stay away from this. Okay. Doctors discovered tapeworm eggs in the brain of a Florida man who liked to eat undercooked pork. Right, so that's why I don't feel no sorrow for this person whatsoever. Doctors discovered tapeworm eggs in the brain of a Florida man who complained of worsening migraines. And the information is all out there, man. Alright? On the internet. Alright? And it's just general knowledge that pork ain't good for you. Okay? With all them worms in it. Alright? All them tapeworms and things like that. And then you go there and eat it. Alright? And then get sick. Alright? Doctors, they'll be wishy-washy about it because they want you to come back and go back to them. So they can, make money off you. Big Pharma can make money off you. Alright? But they know deep down that this ain't good. Alright? It's just common knowledge, man. The man told doctors he had long enjoyed eating soft, undercooked bacon, and I wonder how long he's been doing it. See, it's finally caught up to him now, isn't it? See? Health deteriorating. Right? And look where it is. Right in the brain, man. Alright, give me any plague. In fact, let me get that quickly. Alright? Just bear with me. Sirach chapter 25 verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Right? Plague of the heart meaning mind. And that's what's gone on right here. Alright? And the Lord is in control, man. Yahweh Bashim Shai, is in control. Alright? He brings death. He brings life. Alright? He heals and he wounds. And this is a deep, serious wound right here, man. A deep, serious plague. Right into the brain, man. And hey, once your brain's not right, you're pretty much done with, man. You're giving over. Look at this. The condition called neurocystitis Let me say it again. Neurocystic cirrhosis, right, can lead to seizures and even death. The Center for Disease Control says, right. You can look more information as why you should, what these illnesses and diseases are, all right, and why you shouldn't eat pork. But straight away, the scriptures warns of it. Don't you think the Lord knows what's best for us? Okay, it's in the dietary law. A Florida man seeking treatment for his chronic worsening migraines discovered that he had worm eggs in his brain, which was causing his pain. The unidentified man, 52 years of age, went to the hospital complaining that his migraines were now occurring weekly, and the CT scan showed a mass that doctors initially thought were congenital neurological cysts, according to a report published in the American Journal of Case Reports. You see, now the condition's got worse and worse. Okay, so it's on a weekly basis. This this has gotten to. Well, look, here it is though. You've got a whole plethora of other meats, lawful meats according to the scriptures to eat. Honestly, Leviticus chapter 11, laws about animals for food. Subheading, laws about animals for food. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, which the Hebrew word for children is banyam, alright, sons, alright, but the whole entire nation of Israel, alright, saying, these are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, right? And this is for you Muslim towel heads, alright? You Ishmaelites, okay? A lot of you consume camel, alright? Because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you, so the camel is unclean, alright? And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but he divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So those are unclean. And the swine, aka the pig, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Okay? Get that same verse 7, in the same chapter, in a different translation. NLT, the pig has evenly split hooves, but does not chew the cud, so it is unclean. Simple as. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch, they are unclean to you. So you shouldn't even touch it. Alright? Verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. So here it is, you have your whole plethora of meats that are lawful to eat according to the scriptures. What's wrong with eating lamb, right? What's wrong with eating beef? What's wrong with eating chicken? All right, what's wrong with turkey? All right, goat, bison, elk. All right, and of course, you have these things in moderation and things like that. All right, and as far as the seas goes, the oceans, what's wrong with having tuna? Even though it has small scales, it still has scales nonetheless. All right, what's wrong with salmon and haddock and cod and carp? All right, and many more, fish, with fins and scales. Okay, so things like stonefish, octopus, squid, calamari, crab, shrimp, lobster. That's out of the equation. Okay, turtle, sea turtle, tortoise, out of the equation, man. Okay, no sharks, even though they've got fins, they have no scales. It has to have both of the characteristics, so that's unclean too. Okay, so the law is clear. All right, and these laws are still in effect. All right, the law is not done away with, according, unlike you Christians who claim it's done away with. All right. So yeah. Job chapter 14 verse 4, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So it doesn't matter how well you prepare pig or any unclean animal for that matter. It doesn't matter how well you cook it. Right? It doesn't matter what you season it with. Okay? It is still clean regardless, and it's to be avoided. It's as simple as that. Okay? The Lord made it that way, and that's the way it's going to remain. Right? It has its beautiful purpose on this planet already as it is. Alright? That's to clean the earth. Alright? Shrimp cleans, and filters the sea. But guess what? This devil E, alright? He sells these things in his restaurants, alright? And that's why the state of the environment is declining, is bad. That's why the state of the ocean is bad. All right, and that's why people's health are jacked up more because they're putting these things out as delicacy when it's really not. Okay, it's really not. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 3. In the AMP, Amplified Version, you shall not eat anything that is detestable to the Lord and forbidden by him. KJV, you shall not eat any abominable thing. Okay. And by consuming an abominable creature, alright, you end up making yourself abominable. Alright? Simple as that. Here it is, you're destroying your temple. Alright? This body was loaned to us, man. We're supposed to look after it. Alright? You're corrupting your temple, ruining your health, shortening your lifespan. Okay? Which could, be avoided. Okay? Our body's made up of proteins. Alright? And we have to constantly feed ourselves the right foods to maintain that health. Okay? While we're in this flesh, man. But eating the wrong foods, man. That's why people's health ain't all good. So we go back to the article. All right. It says the patient was admitted to the hospital where an MRI and other tests confirmed these masses weren't cysts but were the larvae of tapeworms. So you got a whole clan of of tape. What's about to be tapeworms. Tapeworms and things like that. All up in your head, all up in the brain, living there, man, rent free. You see. All the larvae and things like that there. That's the image of it, man. Right, I'm going to try again with this word. Neurocysticercosis. Fats. Let me do this. I can actually. Fat. Let's just define it real quick so I can get the correct pronunciation on this. Let's see if it's a preventable parasitic infection caused by larvae, cyst, enclosed sacs containing the immature stage of a parasite or the pork tapeworm, which is Tinea solium. It's probably the scientific name for it, yeah. The larval cyst can infect various parts of the body, causing a condition known as, yeah, as it says there. Okay. It says neurocysticercosis is a preventable parasitic infection caused by larvae cyst in closed sacs containing the, yeah, like it says on Google. The larval cyst can infect various parts of the body, causing a condition known as cysticercosis or cysticercosis. Can lead to seizures. Alright. And this could have been avoided. Alright. Could easily been avoided. So get some more, scriptures. Proverbs chapter 28 verse 26. Alright. Look at Proverbs chapter 28 verse 26 in the LSB. He who trusts in his own heart is a fool, but he who walks wisely will escape. You see? And if this person was wise, man, they wouldn't be in this position that they're in. They wouldn't be in this predicament, man. Okay? He trusted in in his own self. Alright? By thinking that, it's alright to eat undercooked bacon. Alright? Like he's, trying to show off. Like he's got something to prove, man. Alright? But, he could have escaped this damn health problem that he's got now had he not, done that. You see? Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 16. Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 16 in the Amplified Version. As for the word, message that you have spoken to us in the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, we are not going to listen to you. And that's the mindset of our people, man. That how many times we warn and warn and warn. Okay? We try to show them the way, alright? To follow the law, statutes, the commandments, alright? To turn back to their power, okay? To stop following the ways of this world. Stop following the multitude to do evil. It doesn't matter how many times we warn most of our people, they ain't gonna change. They ain't gonna change. They're stuck in their ways, especially the older generation, who feel like they can't be told otherwise, man. You got Big Mama, still going to church, can barely go, swollen, legs and things like that. Eating the pork, and the damn pork chop pastor ain't saying nothing. He's there eating the pork too. See, these Christian churches, man, they're not the way, man. Alright? Whatsoever. It's not the way whatsoever. Alright? Get the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse 8. But the fearful, and the unbelieving, and the abominable, alright? And murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Right, and that lake of fire is is when America, Babylon the Great, alright, gets turned into a great lake of fire by way of intercontinental ballistic missiles, right, and high concentrated laser beams from the chariots of Yasha Allah, the chariots of the Lord, man. Okay. And those are going to partake in that second death are those listed right there in the verse, man. Unbelieving, abominable, alright, liars, sorcerers, idolaters, whoremongers. You see? You can get Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15 as a precept. right? And it reads, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." Okay? For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, plead, meaning to judge, Shapat in the Hebrew, right, with all flesh, and the slaying of Ha'adawan Yahweh shall be many. Okay? So here is, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? He's coming back with a whole host of heaven, man. Alright? There's a conquering line of Judah, man. Okay? He'll take vengeance and not meet thee as a man. Okay? But here's verse 17, the point. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the mist, eating swine's flesh. That goes, into these churches. Alright? Scripture talks about men be likened unto trees, right? And these gardens represent, the church, and and the tree represents, the pastor or the preacher on the pulpit. All right. Like eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse, okay, shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. All right. So all the abominable creatures, okay, that these people and even most of our people like to eat. All right. If you continue to eat these things when the Lord arrives, then you're gonna perish, man. Okay. You're gonna perish. All right. It's plain and clear. Okay. To a T. It's plain and clear to a T, man. All right. And a lot of our people, especially in Christianity, they think they can just eat anything now, and as long as they bless it and pray over it, it's fine, and that it's clean. Nothing could be further from the truth, man. That's why again we have the dietary law. Okay. The pig eats everything and anything, man. Even its own feces, and it doesn't sweat. Okay. So all them things packed up in its glands. All right, and it's got a poor digestive system as well. So just imagine, some of you eat them chitterlings, man. Some of you eat that pig, the pig's gut. Lord, sure, that's nasty, man. Get back to the article, man. If there's any more. The study noted that it is very rare for patients to contract neurocysticercosis outside of classic exposures or travel, and such cases in the United States were thought to be non-existent. It is historically very unusual to encounter infected pork in the United States, and our case may have public health implications. And while the man denied eating raw or street food, the report says he admitted to a habit of eating lightly cooked, non-crispy bacon for most of his life. Alright, so years upon years upon years of eating that. Alright. Lightly cooked as well on top of that. Adding more injury to injury. Okay. To make matters worse. No one that doctors theorized that was the source of his infection. It damn well was the source of his infection. No if and or buts around it. Right? Says it can only be speculated, but given our patient's predilection for undercooked pork and benign exposure history, we favour that his cysticercosis was transmitted via auto-infection after improper hand washing, after he had contracted tinnitus himself and his eating habits. Okay. The way the parasite ends up in the head after being ingested is as unpleasant as the concept of worm eggs in the brain. Yeah, man. That's them worm eggs, man, are doing their work, man. Multiplying up in the brain. A person eats undercooked infected pork and gets a tapeworm infection in the intestines, She passes tapeworm eggs in her feces. If she doesn't wash her hands properly after using the bathroom, she may contaminate food or surfaces with feces containing these eggs. This is why it's important in general, right, to pray over our foods, man. Okay, because you know, of course, it's part of the curses that we have to eat our food defiled, you know, amongst these Gentiles, amongst these heathens, right? Even when you eat out, okay, and things like that, you know, eating as healthy as you can, you still have to pray over it, okay? Because you know, you don't see what they're doing behind, in the kitchen, all right? You know, it's best to do home cooked meals and things like that. You have more control of what's going in it, all right? Because this devil puts pork in everything, man. Pork enzymes in plastic, right? Pork in places you wouldn't think it is. Pork in toothpaste, right? They'll put pork in these foods, and then on the back of the label, when you look at it, you won't see pork label there because this devil right, is a damn liar. You see, but it's the sure mercies of Yahweh Shai that's keeping us here, man. Alright, else we'd have been consumed. Like this man's brain's about to be, man. You see. These eggs may be swallowed by another person if they eat contaminated food. Once inside the body, the eggs hatch and become larvae that find their way to the brain. Oh dear. These larvae cause neurocysterosis. The man was treated with antiparasitic and anti-inflammatory medications, the report says, and instructed to follow up with an infectious disease clinic. So, that's where it's gone now. Alright? That's where it's gone. Get a few more scriptures and we can leave it there. Okay. Let's get Revelation chapter 22. Where is it again? Revelation chapter 20. Oh. Right. Revelation chapter 22 and verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. Okay. So, hey, just let them know, man. Hey, we're getting the blood off our hands and warning our people, man. Alright, as it says in Ezekiel. Alright. Hey, we can't, force you. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. Alright? We ain't here to force, force you to do the right thing. Alright? But here it is. We're warning you. We're showing you. We're letting you know. Clearly. Okay? And if you want to take heed, then you'll take heed, man. Alright? But those who are not going to take heed, man, they're just going to remain unjust. They're going to just remain filthy. Okay? And the righteous that'll take heed, man. Well, that's a blessing, man. Okay? Alright? We know the elect of the nation of Israel will take heed. Okay? Go to Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. Look at the subheading. Yahushua casts out demons. Alright? It reads, verse 28. When he was come to the other side, into the country of Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with you, Yahushai, you son of Yahweh? Have you come to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them, and herd of many swine, right, pigs, feeding. Okay, so the devils besought him, saying, If you cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of the swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea and perished in the waters. See, I wish I cast, you know, those demons, all right, out of those people right into the pigs, and went tumbling straight down, man, into the waters, man. Okay, verse 33, and they that kept them fled and went their ways into the city and told everything and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Yahushua, and when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coast. You see, you can see. Look what animal, right? He cast the demons out into the pigs. That goes to show you alone. All right, that tells you everything. Okay, and here it is. You got people consuming pork, and you wonder why you're so demonic. All right, all the time, all them devils up in that pig, man. And you ingesting that. You know, I don't know why would you let yourself get sick like that, man. Who are you gonna benefit apart from Big Pharma? Why you let yourself go down to that state? All right, it doesn't matter if you prepare it well and cook it to 170 degrees, because you never killed that tapeworm. All right, and don't get upset or angry with me, man. I'm just reading out the scriptures. Okay, knowing our people, you try correcting them, they'll do that exact very same sin even more, just to spite you, just to throw it back in your face. Okay. All them parasites up in your body, man, all around your joints, swelling everywhere. Okay, wondering why. Oh, I think I've got Arthur. I think I've got Arthur. You know, Arthur what? Arthritis? More like Arthur pigitis. You see? Even the Muslims know not to eat pork, which they got that from us, right? But this is where they go off, because if it's the last thing on earth, they can have it. Okay, but they don't have faith anyway, and the Lord ain't dealing with them. Okay, but like I said, man, just stay away from the pork. Honestly, stay away from the pig. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Okay, it has its purpose. Like we say, everything has its purpose. All right, and it serves its purpose beautifully. Okay. All right. So, Thawada for tuning in and sticking by. All right. I don't want Ratazar. This was uplifting, encouraging, and exhorting, especially to you new, brothers and sisters coming in. Okay. All right. Because I know you heard of that saying, health is wealth. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to say, shalom to the elect.